Okay, so in this section, we want to focus on the Facebook Pixel, especially how to put the Facebook Pixel to work, having a Facebook Pixel implemented and understanding how to work with the Facebook Pixel is absolutely key to run profitable campaigns on Facebook. I think it's really impossible or almost impossible to work without the Facebook Pixel. So you really have to have a good understanding how the Pixel works. You have to know how to implement it, how to add standard events, and essentially getting ready to work with the Facebook Pixel in the campaign creation process. So what is the Facebook Pixel? Actually, in case you have never heard of it before, it's a JavaScript code that you embed in the header of your website. Essentially, it tracks and captures the entire journey of a Facebook user inside a sales funnel. So in other words, you're tracking user behavior and feeding data to Facebook about specific actions of a user, right? So for example, you're tracking that he hit the add to cart button but didn't purchase the product, or that he's a visitor of your opt-in page and didn't take the next step inside your lead generation funnel. And that allows you to do different things, for example, to re-engage with that user, and that re-engagement is also referred as retargeting. Talking about the Pixel, there are essentially three core functions of the Pixel. Number one, it's conversion tracking. You can track things like leads or sales, and that helps you to determine whether your campaign is profitable or not. Then conversion optimization. You can optimize for a selected event inside a funnel. For example, you can optimize for the event add to cart or complete registration or purchase. And then you can create audiences by leveraging the data the Facebook Pixel aggregated. You can create custom audiences and lookalike audiences based on website visitors or events. For example, you can create a custom audience with all Facebook users that made a purchase in the last 180 days, and you can create a lookalike audience similar to all Facebook users that made a purchase within the last 180 days. What you're seeing here is the Facebook Pixel code, and essentially it consists of two components: the base code and the standard events that you add. So the base code goes into the header of your website. Good news here is that you have to implement the base code only once. And by default, Facebook added the Pixel event page view, which is fired on every page of your website. I just marked it with the red arrow so you can see it inside the code snippet. And well, then you have to add different standard events. For example, add to cart, lead, or purchase. And typically you're adding those after you have implemented the base pixel, and you have to assign different events depending on how your funnel is structured. Talking about standard events, at the moment there are 9 different standard events that you can create and assign. So we have the standard events: view content, search, add to cart, add to wish list, initiate checkout, add payment info, make purchase, lead, and complete registration. Again, the events that you select and that you implement depend 100% on the structure of the funnel. And to give you a specific example, what you're seeing here is a funnel in the business loan niche. So the funnel starts with a Facebook ad that adds driving users to a landing page. And then we have a 3-step offer flow. It starts with pre-qualifying a website visitor. So we are essentially asking him whether his revenue is more than $10,000 a month, and if he has been in business for at least 3 months. So if he qualifies, he gets forwarded to step number 2, which is capturing more information: how much cash he needs, the business category and the business subcategory. And once he hits the next button, we're asking for contact information. And if the user hits the apply now button, he gets forwarded to the checkout page. And as you can see, we added different standard events. For example, once a Facebook user hits the landing page and decides to proceed in the process, so he lands on the first step of the offer flow, we added the event view content that gets fired once he makes it to the first step of the offer flow. Then step 2 of the offer flow funnel, once he clicks on the next button, then we fire the event add to cart, and after hitting the apply now button, so completing the entire offer flow, we have a complete registration. Long story short, it's really important to assign events to each step of the funnel. I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, just important that you do it, and every funnel is different. This is a lead generation funnel. Implementing events in a Shopify store will look different, but still it's not rocket science. I'm very confident that you can do it. And if you're not sure whether you have implemented the events in the correct way, just reach out, provide us with a little bit of information about how your funnel is structured, and we'll just tell you if you implemented or if you have selected the correct events, or if there are events that you should add or change, right? So if you're not sure, just send us a little bit of information about how your funnel is structured, and we can help you out this way very, very easily. Last but not least, here are 3 action items for you. First of all, implement the pixel, then add standard events to the funnel. Again, if you're not sure here, reach out. And 3, make sure your pixel and standard events work. Something that's super important here, we'll cover in module 2 how to use the Facebook pixel in the campaign creation process. So we'll cover the different optimization goals, how to optimize for the different events in your funnel. So the purpose of this module is only to get you ready for the campaign creation process, so that you have everything in place, the pixel, standard events, everything works, and then we can focus on the real Facebook marketing, sort of optimizing for different goals in your funnel. That's really the fun stuff. So take action and make sure to take care of these 3 things before you create your first campaign.